Hello, everyone, and welcome to Diverse
Diverse
Roulette.
Roulette.
Good enough.
Diverse Roulette.
LaShawn, that was your
Simple game
idea.
It is.
It's all
Yes,
good.
I was ready for it.
Thanks for joining us
ready for
today,
it.
y'all. That's it. Have a
Yes,
good one.
thank you.
Bye. I'll see you all
All right,
later.
talk to you later.
No. We got some topics to discuss today, some small tweaks to our layout here. We hope that this does help here. If you do ever have any suggestions about anything we use or do or anything we could improve upon or add, just let us know here. You can talk to us on our socials here, on our comment section down below, however y'all feel comfortable doing it. So yeah, oh, I don't know why it's not showing names, but let's see real quick. Show display names. Yeah, it's not showing for me. That's okay. So, let's get started then. Or does anyone have anything we'd like to mention before we get down to spinning the wheel?
I think we're
Nope.
good.
All right, so let's switch on over. All right, thank you, free internet things. All right, so I'm gonna pop over here. We're gonna hit a spin and see what she lands on now. Looks like we're starting with Tennessee protesters demand gun reform. All right, who wants to lead us with that?
Gun reform. Okay, so my brain just jumped like 10 places there. So it's not necessarily just about gun reform, but the fact that these deaths are so tragic. Like, first of all, let's start with that because it continues and continues to happen where we have mass shooting after mass shooting after mass shooting, and it's at these schools with these children and teachers who are, But I wanted to know on this specific article, it was about the shooting in Tennessee. I believe it was last week, a few days ago.
Yeah, on Thursday
And-
the 30th, they're at the Covenant School.
Yeah. And our condolences, by the way, to the families. Sorry for your loss. But in this one, I don't know if you guys saw this one or not, but the two things that I wanted to point out on this one was like that. Yes, the gun laws are horrifying. Like, they're just, people are all about, oh, I want to have my guns. We have to have our guns, which is we do need to have our protections, but at what cost? We've talked about this before. Like, I think it was like the week before when Nicole was with us, about if someone took your gun and who should be held responsible, right?
Right.
But like it's something definitely that needs to change. Like, especially when you've got kids on the line. But it's
No, yeah, definitely. I mean, I agree with that. Go ahead.
Go ahead. You good?
Is he frozen?
I thought LaShawn was saying something.
Oh no, yeah. I say go ahead, finish what you're gonna say, and then I'll add my little 2 cents to it.
Oh no, go ahead. I'll come back. I lost my train of thought. So.
No, I mean I agree. I agree what you said. Now, as far as banning guns, because of that's what they're looking for, not just in Tennessee, but over the country overall. They want to take our arms, our right to bear arms, which is not okay with me. Because just like you said previously about what happens if we need to protect ourselves. Now, I don't think we should ban guns or take guns away and stuff. I do, however, think that we should do an extensive background check for people who can have access to these guns, right? Whether it's going back to their history as a child, even though they don't do that, they just go back to something from when they're adults. I think they need to do an extensive background check to make sure that these people are competent enough to handle these weapons, and to make sure or have some type of proof. Okay, well, if you do get this weapon, how do you plan on storing it? How do you plan on keeping it away from kids? You know, so no one gets hurt in the household.
Right.
But yeah, definitely, I agree with the whole statement on they should reform it to an extent, okay, but not to the extent of taking it away from us. Because across the country, like I said, they're trying to go with the whole thing on we need to ban guns, because guns are just picking themselves up and going out here and shooting people. It's not the people that are getting these guns and going out and shooting people. It's the guns themselves saying, hey, let me jump into your hand and let me go and shoot these people. No, you need to do an extensive background check on the people that are purchasing these guns, right?
And not to mention, like, the person
stop
that
it from happening.
One of the things that was brought to light was the person that was doing was they had a history of mental health issues
and gun training, especially there. So
like the thing is, like,
trained.
Right.
Exactly,
For sure,
but like one of the things I wanted to talk about was, like, when the representatives were talking, they were like heatedly discussing. One of the representatives said that, you know, this wouldn't have been a problem if teachers would have been allowed to carry. And I'm like, but the other representatives said no. To carry guns, you think more guns lead to more death? But I think, okay, so first of all, I think that teachers should not be carrying, but this is my reason for that would be, who here, you mean, LaShawn, you have kids, but if you watch other people's kids that weren't your own, and you just want to be like, I just want to spank that child?
No, honestly, like, I can't say. I mean, like, looking at a kid or something like that that's being bad, I'm just like, man, I wish their parents would
discipline them or something. Yeah,
I wish their parents would. I wish their parents would.
Right, that's why I'm saying, like, okay, but like,
that I would, like, I want to. No, not me. Personally, but like, looking at a child that's bad. Like, if a kid is coming into a store, right, or a library, we'll say a library. A parent brings their kid into a library, right? And the library is a quiet place because people go to study and stuff and do research and everything, right? And this kid's just running around going crazy. I'm gonna look at the parent like, what are you doing? Are you gonna get your kid? Like, why are you letting your kid do that, right? As far as the whole thing on teachers carrying guns and stuff, again, honestly, if it's down to the teacher being there, being the first person on the scene, and in the case of something like this happening, of a school shooter coming in and just shooting people, I would feel more comfortable with my kids. Now, again, it comes to, you have to do an extensive background check from the time that they were legal, old enough, and even in their teens. Like, you should be able to go back. It's because a gun is meant to take a life. There's nothing more that a gun is for. It's meant to take a life.
Yeah.
Okay. That if this teacher did something remotely bad as far as that was concerning to a health professional or anybody, psychologist or whatever, that they had to seek counseling for it, that should prevent them from getting a gun. But
that should prevent them from being a teacher too,
because people don't just wake. Right, but people don't just wake up one day and say, "Oh, I want to go kill people." There's signs.
Something
sane people, sane people don't.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. There's signs that were shown early on as they were kids, whether it's killing an animal, whether it's killing something. There's signs to show you that, okay, this person could potentially be a dangerous person when they get older and develop into adulthood, right? So we should keep our eye on this person just in case they ever want to purchase a weapon or something, right? And if they do want to purchase a weapon, then okay, let's go back and look at their history from the time they were old enough to say hi until now to see if.
But who's supposed to keep an eye
ahead.
on those kids before they're adults? Their parents? Because
It also comes down to the matter of
their parents.
How will the database be generated?
Yeah. I mean, but they're spending hundreds of billions of dollars on countless things that we don't need, and it's not helping us as a whole in the country.
Yeah.
On pointless things. They're spending all this money on that. So why not spend money on something that's actually going to matter? Right?
Yeah.
No, I get it. They could probably use 2% of the military budget to cover this. Maybe 1%.
Right. They want to spend, but my thing too is you want to send hundreds of billions of dollars to a country that has nothing to do with us, that's fighting a war, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you can't spend $2 billion to do research on this subject, right? Because it seems like every time a school shooting happens, every time somebody gets killed by a gun, it's, oh, we need to get rid of guns. Guns are killing people. We need to get rid of guns. Not the people that are picking up the guns and killing people.
Right. Well, that comes back to what I was saying earlier about the mental health issue. And this was like one of the things why I'm always about like not gun control, but like the whole situation is like mental health. Like if our kids are to the point where they're snapping, because these are the majority of these mass shootings at schools, these are kids becoming adults who are snapping, teenagers.
Yeah.
They're not getting the mental health help that they need. And it's like, and the thing is, like, as parents, we're blinded.
Yeah.
You know, as parents, I'm not a parent, but like parents are usually blinded by the ones that they have. They're like, not all parents, obviously. There's no 100% one way or the other, but like parents are blinded by their kids. Like, my kid Tommy couldn't do any wrong. He's such a sweet boy, and turning a blind eye to the mental health issues that they are having. Like I was one of those children that, you know, I have mental health issues, and as a kid, like my parents were none of the wiser because I was terrified to talk about it because those things were not okay. So should there be school therapists, like more than just one therapist, but like school therapists that are in the schools and go through and once a week talk to each child?
Yeah, I think so, but I think it's not just once a week. I think it should be maybe
as needed,
twice, maybe 3 times a week, because like I said, yeah, as needed. But like I said, if my kid comes home, right, right, my kid comes home and every day and says they're getting bullied, right, my job as a parent is to address the situation, right, go to that school, have a talk with that school, okay. But me being as a parent and being semi-woke or whatever you want to call it, and seeing the situations that go on every day in schools and stuff where all these shootings and everything happen, right? I'm gonna be extra cautious, right? In how I talk to my kid, how I get my kid help, right? Because a lot of these situations can be avoided. A lot of these situations can be avoided if the parents talk to their kids and if the parents talk to the school to where we're all on the same level, right, on what's going on. Okay, well, my kid's experiencing this while they're at school, like the whole situation that happened with my daughter on the bus, right?
And the thing is, like, you're a good dad.
Bus driver when she got dropped off. Yeah, I know not all parents are like that, but I'm saying if when these situations happen, right, there's always signs ahead of time. There's always early on signs to where you can expect, if you see it and it happens, oh, well, that kid used to get bullied every day. So it kind of makes sense on why this kid did this. If that parent comes out and says, well, yeah, my kid was experiencing depression and stuff. Okay, well, you knew your kid was experiencing depression, right?
Yeah.
If it's that bad to where I know that like my kid could potentially do something like that, I'm pulling my kid out of the school because this school isn't doing anything to help my child, right? And me saying something to my kid, it's only going to do so much because when they go back to school, guess what? Those bullies are still going to be there. Those bullies are still going to pick on them. There's nothing else I can do because I'm at work or something, right? The only thing I can do is counsel them when they come home or get them counseling outside. But when they go back to school, it's still there. It's going to keep happening.
Right. So hopefully we can come up with, as a country, as a nation as a whole, we can come up with a solution that protects our children, protects our rights, and makes it safer for us as a whole, as a nation. But I think all right. So we've beat this horse dead.
You need to come up with more different words for that.
Definitely.
Sorry, that's poor phrasing. We let this river run dry. Is that better? Let this river run dry.
This river has run its course.
That works.
All right. So
let's move on to greener pastures. Let's pull up that wheel.
Right.
Hold up. Where is that again? Oh yeah, it's here. Oh no, you can see everything. Oh no, don't look at my stuff.
You gotta hide the.
Is this still spinning? Oh, I'm about to say because my screen, it was frozen.
All right.
And I know you can't see it right there. Hold up. Hey, there. Now you can see ozone layer recovering. Let me switch that out here. And that too was you, Kyle. If you want to lead on. If you want to lead on that.
So I was trying to look up good news because there's a lot of negative news here.
Yeah.
So earlier this year, the Geneva. Excuse me. Basically, they've been doing a lot of research on the ozone and we've been trying to reverse the harm that our past selves have brought to our country, or not our country, to our world. With the ozone was depleting, it was getting bad. Well, we are moving in the right direction. I mean, it's kind of sad how long it's going to take, but that within a few decades, they are expecting us to make a recovery. It says like 2066 over the Arctic, 2045 by 2066. My brain just left my head.
Over the Antarctica.
Yeah, it's a bit over Antarctica, and but basically, we're headed in the right direction is what it comes down to, and I thought that was a positive thing, so that's why I brought that up. So we're hoping they're hoping that they can make more improvements to increase the timeline on that, but. That's just a little bit of happy news, It's not great and not the best, but we're headed in the right direction. And when I was looking for happy news, there wasn't that many options to choose from, so it was like, over the last 35 years, that's our lifetime, guys. Our lifetime.
Yeah.
Over the last 35 years, protocol.
You calling me old? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying this has happened during our lifetime, from the time we were born till now.
Right.
The protocol has become a true champion of the environment. So, like the ozone recovery protocols. It's called the Montreal Protocol.
It's the Montreal Protocol, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, sorry.
So
I was reading that, and my dyslexia went
elsewhere. That's good. We're on the upward spiral, right?
Quite literally,
we're on the right track.
Recovering, which is Plus,
Although
it's yes, we're on the right track, which is good.
who knows what kind of damage the Ohio
add on to that river. Yeah.
Everything that happens to Ohio.
who knows what kind of effects the Ohio train
Yeah.
derailment that they lit on fire did to the ozone. So that might have set us back a couple
Intentionally, yeah.
years. Yeah. No, like, oh yeah, let's just here, hold my
decades.
Ohio has like as Ohioans. Ohio has literally been in
like
2023
Ohio
said,
never used
here,
to be.
hold my beer.
Yeah, Ohio usually isn't in the news like that. It's normally like a Florida thing, right? It's normally Florida that's number one in the news.
Look,
Ohio
it's been a
just said,
century
hey,
since
exactly,
the river caught on fire.
I mean, Ohio.
It was coming again.
Ohio is Florida in the north, right?
Yeah, we should have known something was coming for sure.
There's a reason.
Right.
There's a reason Ohioans migrate to Florida when they retire.
That's because it's home
Very
away
true.
from home. Shoot, they got Ohio clubs in the villages.
Right. There's no change. Right. There's no change. It's just warmer. That's it.
It's like, oh hey, I remember you. I remember beating you down in a grocery market in the 1950s. Oh, good times, good times.
Right. That's funny.
Oh my gosh.
So what are you doing now? I'm retired. I'm just moved down here. Oh, okay. All right.
Okay. I'll beat you again. I mean, I'll see you again.
Yeah, right.
All right. So that was a short topic, though. So
that was a nice little diversion. All right, let's switch on back. Oh, look, I did it right this time. Let's spin.
Don't you have to remove Ozone from the spinning wheel?
I already did.
Oh, you did. I'm dyslexic. I told you, man.
All right. Texas federal judge overturns book ban. Let's switch it on over.
Why is it picking on my topics?
I guess you were the one.
Oh, man. So, do you guys know what happened? It was like last year how Texas banned several books in regards to,
I think 12 books.
It was 12 books
at least.
total. Yep. But they also removed several of their online books from the library. So they went to basically they were all about LGBTQ or about race.
Right.
And
like the one they call themselves the KKK, the birth of an American terrorist group. You know,
right.
Why would we want to talk about things that, that were a blemish on white, the right side of society?
or being Jazz, my life as a transgender teen.
No, you're right the first time you said it.
But like they removed these books.
You were right the first time you said
it.
First time that way's been used the right way.
Right.
It's because we're not in Texas. Anyway.
But,
go on.
So basically, what ended up happening is a couple of my brain. Why is my brain just not working, guys? I need
Because it's your day off.
So I mean, I have it.
Oh,
so
seven.
That's what it is.
Well, okay. So 7 residents sued the county officials back in April of last year, claiming their First and 14th Amendments rights were violated when the books deemed inappropriate by some people in the community and Republican lawmakers were removed from public libraries or access was restricted. This is off of a CNN article that I'm reading right now. I don't want to be copyright there. But basically, they fought and they won. The federal judge overturned the ban and gave them 24 hours to return the books to their shelves. And I'm just like, I bet they're glad they didn't burn those books, or hoping that if they did burn them, that they have copies.
Right.
But so that's a win in the right direction for equal and civil rights. Like, it's just time and time again, marginalized communities are being attacked for
Silenced.
their history or silence. Yes, thank you.
Let's put it this way: complaints from the community groups that targeted most of these books labeled them pornographic filth because they promoted acceptance of LGBTQ views and other things, critical race theory and such. Oh no. And of course, the whole my religion moral stuff there also ends up coming in the argument as well eventually. It's just
But like when
it's
it
the
comes
same sad tired thing. It's me, and not about the greater good at the end of the day. They like to pretend it is there and paint it in a holy light, but it comes from a place of hate.
well, and this touches on something else as well, is that it's not just about a place of hate. I mean, it is a place of hate, but I mean, it also comes down to how deeply rooted over the last several years, like not several years, it's been like almost 100 years or so, um, that religion has started to it's not started to, but it has dug its claws so deep and rooted into our country that the that it's people are saying, oh, it's my religious belief, and that becomes prominent over anything else, like regardless of whose human rights we take away, my religious belief trumps your right to be you, your right
Right.
to live your truth.
And it's funny because the early history here of our country is people escaping religious and political persecution.
Yep.
Freedom from religion.
You know, a lot of it had to do with a lot more than that, but that was definitely the
Yeah,
major points there.
that's one small part of stuff, yeah. But anyway, that's a whole other topic. But
Topic for
point
another day.
is, our forefathers were adamant on a separation of church and state for very specific reasons, but they still echo down to today.
Well, I mean, yeah, and the thing is, like, the church wasn't so embedded into our government as it was until like the 1900s. Like,
Yeah, it started mostly with the Red Scare, most people would point to, because of those godless communists. We didn't have "In God We Trust" on our money until,
like the
then.
1950s.
It was just "De Pluribus Unum."
Yeah, and like a lot, and I've said this my other social medias like time and time again. Not a single one of our laws should be based on religious beliefs. They should be
Solely
based
religious beliefs.
solely
Agreed.
really. Thank you for clarifying for
Because
me.
not all religion is bad or hateful or backwards or
Right.
not with the times there.
Right.
It comes down
Right.
to some fundamental people. Let's put it that way.
But I'm saying like it shouldn't be like, oh well, you have a King James Bible, so we're going to implement that as our laws. Versus, why not take something from the from another religion like the Quran? Am I saying that right? Quran? Quran? No, no. Okay.
I'm trying to figure out what you're saying. What'd you say?
The Quran, is it the Quran? Is the other book like
Yeah, the Quran. Yeah, the Quran.
Quran?
The
Yeah,
Quran. Yeah,
yeah. So
Yep.
like
you can say
like
Quran.
why
Quran.
should the King James outweigh the Quran? Like those are two of our massive religious beliefs in the U.S., and both of them should be taken into account if we're going to be taking a religion. Or what about people that don't believe in either of those? Like you have Wiccans, and you have Hindu, and you
Right.
have help me out, guys. Why am I rambling here? But like my thing is like if it shouldn't be solely based off religion. Like our laws should not be based off religion. They should be based off a moral compass versus
Right. Moral does not equate religious.
right. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. Like a lot of people often
Right.
say, "Well,
Yes.
well, you're going to hell, or the Bible says," or, well, not everybody believes in the Bible, but
Right.
a lot of
And
these
parts of the
religions,
Bible talk about not
Right.
proselytizing.
right, and like a lot of religions believe in a lot of the same moral things. So like you can have your moral beliefs or your religious beliefs, but it comes down to, is it moral for the country as a whole? Is it moral? You know, we don't talk about those things like that. So, anyways, next topic, or if anyone else wants to touch on that.
No, no, you guys did good.
No, I think we got it there. Um, yep. That's about that on that there. We still got some time. Let's go ahead and hit it up for another spin. Just trying to work this. I can't wait till I do this from my place. All right.
I can't wait till I have to have you show me how to do this.
You can figure it out on your own. You're a smart lad. All right.
You have
And
to. Oh,
Yo.
is this something that's inside of?
Yo.
That was so shade. Um,
oh, it's mine finally.
yes, I'm glad it's not mine.
All right. So we're going to be talking about LeBron
Starbucks.
Starbucks with a fabulous twist. Oh goodness. Click here. Okay, now I can see what I'm doing. All right. So LeBron's been opening up businesses in Akron, Ohio, his hometown. It includes he officially opened a Starbucks in Akron on Wednesday. It also includes his businesses with like he owns like I guess it involves also like a Chase Bank, a wine room, a bar, a social room, and even a LeBron museum that has a replica of his apartment he lived in before he headed to the NBA. Take that as you will. Anyway,
Talking
there
about
is
being conceited. Yeah, talk about being conceited, huh?
I'm gonna have fun in my
you can
own
bank on that.
museum. It's the museum of me pictures.
Sir, that might have been a slam dunk. But
Right.
let's
Right,
sideline
right.
that for a moment.
Literally.
So there is one key difference here, though. The only reason we're really talking about this Starbucks, though, is that the people there will also enjoy job training certificates that they can use to start a career in like the hospitality industry. Um, to quote via the Athletic, the 46 people who work there are being paid an hourly salary, but on top of that money are earning valuable job training certificates for the hospitality industry, wrote Joe Varden. It's an entirely new way to think about job training. Usually do stuff like at colleges, community colleges, vocational schools, universities, such there, where you're not getting paid, you're paying for pieces of paper. But this way, you're earning a paycheck as well as earning skills for life to help increase your odds there of landing a career with in somewhere you want to be with higher paying there, much more opportunities. Let's open the doors then, instead of just, okay, show up, give me your blood, give me your tears,
Give me your
okay,
sweat.
here's a
Give
couple
me your
cents,
tears.
go home, wash up. This one
Feel
here is your
dirty,
blood,
man.
sweat, and tears not only have a material value, but they'll also have a value for your future. You're investing in your future. The last thing I'll talk about this here, it's like they'll be trained in every facet as what they call House 330, 330.
Yeah.
From event planning to food service. They even got a fancy test kitchen in the basement, sponsored by Pepsi, I guess. LeBron, it's one of LeBron's partners, to janitorial work. They'll get paid, earn training credits
Wait,
there.
Pepsi?
Yeah, I guess Pepsi is one of his guys there. Yeah, there was that Pepsi commercial, right? With like the pool and stuff.
Wasn't he Sprite though?
Sprite, Pepsi, yeah.
Same
Isn't
thing.
Sprite's
He's
Coke?
But Sprite
Who
ain't a
owns
thing anymore.
Coca-Cola?
It's, what is it? Starry or whatever?
No, that's Sierra Mist is not a
Oh,
thing.
that's
Yeah.
Sierra Mist?
That's Sierra Mist.
That's
I don't know. I don't drink
Pepsi's
soda.
Starry and like LeBron was a
Sorry.
Sprite, so he went from Coke to Pepsi.
It's
Good
all
on him.
cancerous to me.
It's all better. It's all
but,
better than Pepsi's definitely better than
Right.
Coke, though. You know.
For sure.
Are you
Not trying to
talking
get
about
monetized here at
soda?
all.
You talking about that Pepsi Coke?
But if you honestly,
Right.
if I,
Right.
you know, if I had to choose between a Coke and a Pepsi, I'd choose a Pepsi.
I don't know. I just drink water. Anyway.
That's exactly what I'm drinking here.
Anyway, there's only one other thing that really called out in there. It said none of the other nearly 33,000 Starbucks on Earth are like this one in Akron, which opened Wednesday morning in no small part because it's the only Starbucks that is part of James's. Now, okay, I'm not going to say that. Anyway, enough of that. Anyway, I was hoping that it was going to go on to say something like encouragement for Starbucks to start considering that, because, you know, they're a giant, relevant, modern company that is always in the news for something. But I was hoping that maybe they could eventually perhaps adopt something
Adopt that
similar to
style.
this here, open the way here, because honestly, it's college is important, university is important, but not for
But work
everything.
study should be just as equivalent, you know. And
It should be, yes.
you should have something that, like, you should be able to use that and have that, take that. But like, here's my diploma of work study. You know, like I've done this for so many years, but I've also learned how to do this and take that elsewhere. Versus like when you
Right.
go and try to
It's
a
like
job,
those
it's like,
people in the 50s. They're like, oh yeah, I got a job there, and then now I'm the CEO. It's like, yeah, because you had vertical movement. They accepted that you did this, this, and this. So
I mean,
you know what
could
you're
you
talking
imagine?
about where you're doing that now. It wasn't just because you had the fancy paper. And let's not mention, you got the fancy paper doesn't mean you know what you're doing.
I mean, I should
How many
be
of
a
us have bosses
doctorate
like
in the
that?
internet right now. I should have a doctorate in internet and communications, man. It's just
right. So you can turn around and be like, oh yeah, I got a doctorate too, sir, but this is in the field we're talking about.
not to mention our company that we work for, but
you
know, I've been doing this for 6 years. I've been internet. You know, where's my
Yeah, I
certificate?
mean,
at least a bachelor's in it, minimum.
Right.
A couple more years, you might get your master's.
Like they used to actually do that at our job. Is when I first started. Was they said that you could also have some of these things go to school, and you can when you go to school, some of the things that we've done would equate to credits for a degree. But they took that away. So
no. Kind of like
I mean,
internship.
kudos to LeBron. Like honestly,
yeah,
it looks nothing like a Starbucks. Like I'm looking at pictures of it, it looks nothing like a Starbucks. It looks like a lounge, just
it
to go in
does.
there,
100%.
get your coffee or whatever drink that you want to get, and just chill out, study, do whatever you need to. Like it's beautiful. Like the layout is beautiful. It is. I like the little bar that they have right there, so you can come up and you can just sit there and stuff, and then talk to the people working there. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's a beautiful setup. It really is.
It is,
and
really
I mean,
nice.
just to add a little extra incentive to it, whatever you want to say, like the things that LeBron is doing for his community, outside of basketball, is not talked about enough. It really isn't. For one, the jobs that he's created for people with the Blaze Pizza, now with the Starbucks thing, and then the sending kids to college. Like it's not talked about enough. It really isn't in my eyes, because there's no other basketball player that has reached the level that he has. Michael Jordan, you can say, Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant was doing things for his community and stuff, but it wasn't out there like LeBron's is, what he's doing for his community. But Michael Jordan really doesn't even do, I was gonna see if you could, it's really beautiful. Hold up. It really is beautiful.
Thought I did the right thing.
They say, yeah, LeBron James opens unique Starbucks in his hometown. Unique Starbucks. Guess that's a word you can use for it. Yeah,
Right. That's one way to put it.
It's beautiful though.
because it is
I'm like,
different. It definitely is different from all the other ones. It definitely is. It's very beautiful.
I was gonna show more, but my computer's being weird.
It's all right. I've seen it. Kyle's probably looking at it, so
that's
it
what I'm
really
doing
is
right
beautiful,
now.
though.
I'm looking at it like it's that dining
Yep.
hall, that theater.
That's what I'm saying. It's nice.
Is that a
Isn't it? It's nice.
bathroom? Or what is that? Is
Right.
that the
It's nice.
fountain? What? There's a fountain inside. Yeah, that's marble and it's beautiful. Like, and apparently he like if you look at the website, his LeBron James Family Fund Foundation.org, and you go to their website, like apparently there's like all these different projects that he plans on doing to promote the area. Like he promises housing, he promises institutes, promises of schools, a village, like that's what's all on here. Like, man, this is a good undertaking. I'm not much of a sports person, so I couldn't tell you one way or the other, like how well he does. But obviously, he does great, and because everyone likes him, and everyone has nothing but good things to say about him.
Here we go.
But it'll be interesting to see how this plays out in the future, where this leads to.
I mean, that's a fresh Starbucks. Oh, that's so cool.
Okay, I love her hair. I don't know who
And it's
that
cool
is.
too because
I know, right?
Love
Yeah.
her hair. The bright blue.
What were you saying, LaShawn?
No, I was just gonna say it's cool too because at the end of the day, not only is he a great basketball player, but that's not going to be the only thing that he's remembered as when he retires, and then when he's long gone, this will be part of his legacy of what he did for his community when he does move on, wherever that
Oh,
is.
for real?
I know where he's going, but wherever that is,
Right. And like, basketball isn't forever. So like
Yeah,
if
he's
it,
investing
Right,
not only
absolutely, yeah.
himself,
He's doing
his
more, yeah.
community, and the future of his
But back
community.
into his community, yeah.
like so even when he retires from
Absolutely,
basketball, he's still gonna
absolutely.
have a form of income, even though he doesn't really he's got millions of dollars
Need
or
it. He's already a
know.
billionaire, right? He's a
Right.
billionaire. He's
Oh, is
actually
he a billionaire now?
I mean, look at it
Jeepers
right
He is a
there.
billionaire. Yeah, he passed that status last year.
They didn't draw pictures about no broke people.
He's definitely
I'm telling
he's
you.
definitely hit his mark in the country and like in history. He's definitely going to be remembered, not only for basketball but for what he's given back.
It's
I
philanthropy.
guess, yeah.
That's the word.
There's his.
I know
his
he had a book
museum,
or
I'm
something.
guessing.
Yeah. This is the gift shop.
Oh yeah,
I'm
he has
thinking.
a children's book.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
but like it's smart. Like even if like people are saying like
official opening day.
like he's promoting
Packer Beacon
himself, but
Journal.
like why not promote yourself if you have the
Right, he is the brand though. So
he is the brand. Like why not expand on that? Why not?
right, absolutely.
I wish I
People don't
wish
understand
I
that.
was a brand. You can
I'm
get,
telling you.
you can get your Kyles at the Knicks Nike store,
I'm telling you what. Okay. Okay. We're gonna speak that into existence. Okay. We're manifesting it right now. You can get your Kyles from the Nike store. Yep, the swish with the Kyle and the swish. Come on, what they talk about?
Man, you're gonna get
Yeah,
the.
I want a new pair of them Kyle Nikes.
Do you have the? No, they're not gonna be
Yeah,
not Kyle.
that.
They're gonna
I need
be.
all that.
They're gonna be diverse roulette Nikes.
Right. I need a pair of them
There we
diverse
go.
roulette Nikes. Huh? Yeah,
I want a pair of those diverse
I want
roulette
blue ones
Chucks.
right there.
Chuck Taylors, man.
That's right. I want them blue ones right there. That's right.
How cool would that be if we ended up getting like our own brand, but like they'd be like Chuck Taylors, but instead of the star, it would be the
this isn't
diverse
showing what I'm
roulette
looking at,
symbol.
is it?
How cool is it gonna? You mean how cool is it going to be when we get it? Yeah,
That's what I
it's gonna be
said.
really
How
cool
cool would it be when that
Absolutely.
happens?
Not if, when we get it. It's gonna
When
be
we
cool.
get it, you know.
No, yeah, that's what I thought you said. Okay, come on.
Yeah. I
Yeah, that's
said
right.
when.
That's right.
We're gonna get it, dude.
I knew you did. You just glitched out. You just glitched out a little bit, and it sounded like you said if. It's all right. I got
My
you
brain
back. Don't even
glitches
worry
all the
about it.
time,
I
so
got
you know I'm.
Oh, it's everybody's does. You're good.
We're gonna and the last to arrive to the brand of 4 would be the the Nicoles. There's
The
a late
Nicoles. I need
arrivals.
a pair of them Nicoles.
I need the Nichols and Dimes.
They're on standby.
Those are the exclusives. Those are the exclusives.
Limited
Because they're
edition.
rare.
Right.
Love you,
Even
Nicole.
rarer than the
We love you,
McRib.
girl.
Right.
She was here.
They're rare. They're rares right there. Those are antiques, okay? For real.
And they're in and out faster than a
Limited
Starbucks
editions.
red cup.
There's only. I'm telling you. There's only 100 pair of them. Only 100 pair of them.
They release a new
Get 'em
new
while they
pair
last.
every
Get 'em while
month.
they last.
One new pair every month.
Right, one. Just
one pair every month. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I see that commercial being with the music
Yo.
for like from Miss Congeniality. You're one in a million. Ooh.
I love
Her
Miss
shoe comes
Congeniality.
spinning
That's my
down.
movie, man.
All right,
I
do we
love
have time?
those movies.
Do we have time for another topic? We got like 9 minutes left.
10 minutes.
Ooh.
9 minutes.
Or do we
I'm
just
gonna
want to chew the
say
fat?
yes if you guys got time.
What are the
I'm
what are
gonna
the
watch
topics
that movie
left on the
today.
wheel?
See, you
Okay,
shouldn't have
let
said
me
nothing.
pull that up. Share screen. Oh, there we go. Now I can see.
So those are all good. Okay. So all 3 of those topics are good topics. If we wanted to, we can spin again, or we can save these topics to the wheel for next week. Because those are all going to be
We can save
relevant
it for
next week.
I like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
like
Yeah.
that.
So let's just chew the fat. I got a lot of back fat here.
Yeah, that was a good ending right there.
It
That
really was.
little bit that we did at the end. That was a good ending. So there's no need to get into another topic, and then yeah. So that was
Right.
good. That was a good ending.
Okay.
I like those
That was a good
topics
laugh.
that we have on there. We'll save those for
The limited edition Nicole.
Nicole.
I love it. I hope she watches this too, so she can hear it, so she can get a good laugh. I hope she watches this.
Our most common brand is the Theo.
Right.
Because he's the only one that's always here.
He's right. Definitely always the one that's here.
Goodness.
He holds us, Theo. You hold us together, man. You hold us together.
You know it.
You really do. You don't understand it. You really do. You really do hold us together. Honest to God's truth, you hold us together for real, bro. For real.
All right. So,
we would seriously be sitting here looking like lost dogs if it wasn't for you. We'd be like, okay.
Wait. How do I turn my camera back on? What's going on with the background? Like,
Right. How do I get to my settings? What do I hit?
I'm sitting here
What
clicking
button
on
do I hit
things
to
left
get
and
to my
right. I'm
settings,
not figuring
settings?
anything. Yeah, I'm not figuring anything out. But
Right.
Theo's over here like Master Jedi electronics, man.
Right.
I see
I'm
it.
80
I click it. It works.
I'm 86 years old. I don't know how technology works. I don't know how to plug things in.
Or better, what's a power cord? I've
All the
never
time.
touched a piece of electronics before.
All right, LaShawn, what you want to do is on the bottom of your screen, there should be it says stop or start camera. You want to click on that, and that's going to bring your camera back in. Did we lose him? Oh, there you go. See, I knew you could do it. Oh, we lost him. All right. Oh, so I'm actually ready to go. I want to go get ready. So, are we good? Do you need me to stick around for a little bit?
Nah, I think we're good there. Oh, hey, he's alive.
Hey hey.
All right.
All right.
It has been wonderful. Sorry, you go, Theo.
Oh, thank you so much, guys, for joining us for the 4th episode of Diverse Roulette. Any closing remarks, y'all?
What?
Any closing remarks? Anything y'all want to say?
I think this was a good one. I look forward to seeing where we head from here, LaShawn.
Yes. Anyone that views this video, please, we are open to suggestions. Please leave them in the comment section on any one of our social medias: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, mainly. Leave it in the comment section, and we'll definitely try to, touch on those topics the next coming week.
Like, share, comment, subscribe.
Donate.
Please, yes, like, share, comment, subscribe.
Retweet.
Share. More
Sugar mama,
importantly,
me, sugar
share it.
Whoa,
Share it to your mama, your daddy. Share it. Please share it. Please share.
Like a wise man once said,
It's greatly
tell your
appreciated.
mama, tell your pop. I'm gonna see you down at Arkansas.
Just tell them to share it, okay? That's what you can do. Just tell them to share it for us, all right?
Real.
It's
Thanks for joining us,
much
y'all.
appreciated. Much appreciated.
Right.
Yes,
This has
you
been
guys have a
Diverse
good rest
Roulette.
of your day.
This has been Diverse
Yes.
Roulette.
Or sorry, it's
This has been Diverse Roulette. Peace out,
Diverse
guys.
Roulette.
Peace out.